Welcome to the Brandon Rowe Show. I am your host, Brandon Rowe, and it's our first episode. I'm so excited, man, to bring y'all some content. We're gonna talk about sports, movies, music, TV, whatever I got an opinion on, we gonna talk about it, okay? But mainly this thing is gonna be about sports. So let's go ahead and get into it. Is it time to get rid of Deshaun Watson? I think so. I think so. The Browns gave up 6 picks for Deshaun Watson and $250 million guaranteed. And what they getting back, now, Deshaun Watson used to look like an all-world quarterback when he was with the Texans. Well, okay. He was good. He was good. He was good. Let me not say all world. Like, he made some very, very, very good plays. Like, he extended plays, deep throws, a lot of good plays with his feet, but we are not seeing that same Deshaun Watson and that same productivity in Cleveland. Like, looking at his past games just this year, against the Cowboys, a 53% completion rating, 169 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Can't win like that. The Jaguars, 64% completion rating, 186 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Can't win like that. 56% completion rating and 196 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Giants. 176 yards, 75% completion rating, 1 touchdown, 1 interception against the Raiders, and against the Commanders, 125 yards and a 53.6 completion rating and 1 touchdown. It's 5 games in and you haven't been over 200 yards. Like, it's giving game manager. It's big game manager energy, and we don't pay $250 million for game managers. Like, he is not like he has a lack of weapons. Like, you got Njoku, you got Jerry Judy, you got Amari Cooper, and I know Nick Chubb has been down, but you still got Jerome Ford. Like, you have good pieces around you. Like, now, his O-line is a little shaky. It's a little shaky, but one thing about Deshaun Watson, and this has been consistent over his whole career, is the fact that he will hold on to the ball too damn long. So that's gonna cause your strip fumbles. That's gonna cause, your O-line to not be able to protect you. That's gonna cause the sacks. That's gonna, by the time you make a decision to move, the pocket's closing. So I don't know, man. I never like to see, especially black quarterbacks, lose their job. But man, it might be time. I don't know if he needs a new environment. Maybe the nightlife scene, maybe him going to camp on Sunday after the game, or you know what I'm saying. Maybe him, I don't know. Maybe the nightlife scene in Houston had him energized, and Cleveland just ain't got that. So I don't know. I don't know what it is, but like, when they took away the rub and tuggies, he took away the tutties. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Deshaun Watson. Maybe it's something between the ears. I don't know. But once again, I never want to see a black man lose his job. So I hope he figures it out. I hope Coach Stefanski can figure out something. I don't know, a better scheme for him. Something has to change though, for them to be a better team and for him to be a better quarterback. But let's go ahead and switch gears a little bit. We're gonna switch gears over to the Ravens. The Ravens look like Super Bowl champions. And I know that they're 3-2. But if Lamar keeps playing the way that he's playing, he's probably getting a third MVP. And if Derrick Henry keeps playing the way that he's playing, I don't know what is going on. If he got some Michael Secret stuff, I don't know what is going on. But something is going on over there in Baltimore. And for whatever reason, like I said, they're 3-2. Um, the game against the Chiefs opening night, they was one pinky toe away from winning that game, right? Like, Lamar's playing out of his mind. Now, they did get their asses beat by the Packers 30-7. I don't know what happened with that. But and they lost to the Raiders. But they beat the Cowboys 28-25, but obviously that game was way more lopsided than it should have been. Speaking of, it just pisses me off. If you're new here, this is your first time seeing me, you don't know who the hell I am. Why am I talking about sports? I am a Cowboys fan through and through. I bleed burnt orange and I bleed blue. Okay. Um, and when we get to NBA season, I love the Mavericks. Okay, so I'm a home team guy. Okay, I am right here from the heart of Dallas, Texas. And it just pisses me off. I can't bring up the Ravens and not think about what the Cowboys could have been this year with Derrick Henry. And Jerry just says, well, we couldn't afford him. You know how you could have afforded him? If you paid Dak when you were supposed to pay him. If you paid CD when you were supposed to pay him. I don't know if it's the fact that he's trying to like steal headlines. I don't know what it is. I truly don't understand what Jerry Jones thinks is going to happen when you wait to the last fucking minute to sign your quarterback and your receiver. I don't understand. You're not going to get a discount. And it's only in football. I don't see this in basketball. And I mean, I don't really watch baseball, but clearly it don't happen in baseball. They contracts is crazy. But only in football do the fans want to become fucking GMs and say, oh, well, Dak should take less money so they could pay somebody up. Like, what? No, get your money. Get your fucking money. You earn that money, Dak. You earn that money, CD. Get your paper. That is up to the general manager and the ownership team to figure out how you can pay them and be able to add other pieces like a Derrick Henry. And my bro, $8 million. $8 million. That's all it cost to get Derrick Henry. And he's back there balling. In my group chats, every year seemed like we have to, at least for the past 3 years, you're like, Derrick Henry slows down this year, right? He has to at some point, right? Well, guess what? It ain't this year. It is not this year. He is out there balling. And I don't know if he took that, like, if this is like a personal mission, like, y'all don't believe in me, so I'm going to show y'all like what I can do or what. But he is out there balling. He had 199 yards the other week. Was that against the Bills? 199 yards rushing. That's not even including the passing yards. Like, it's crazy. Then he just ripped the hearts out of the damn Bengals. So, like, this is like, he's on a fucking run, to say the least. And like I said, man, it just pisses me off that the Cowboys couldn't come up with $8 million to pay him, because who we got out there? Rico Dowdle. Now listen, I'm sorry, Rico. This is not nothing personal, and you actually been toting that thing. You know what I'm saying? But you're not Derrick Henry, and I think you know that, right? Zeke, I love you to death, man. You're my favorite player, but it's time. It's time. And Deuce Vaughn, we're not, shout out to little Deuce. We'll see what he turns into, but he ain't Derrick Henry. Shit. Can Dalvin Cook get some? Can we see what Dalvin Cook got? Can we see if he got something in the tank still? Like help me out. Like, can we see at least what he got in the tank? Like, just throw him out there. Let's see what he got. Like, God, dog. It just, it just is what it is, man. It just is what it is. Um, let's switch gears a little bit to college football. Okay. Now listen, this past weekend, no, so for the past 2 weekends, we've had some amazing college football. We're going to talk about two games in particular, and they both star the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama and Georgia, okay? That game was nuts, right? Okay. Obviously, we know what happened. I don't have to recant that. However, I do want to tell you about my experience watching the game. So here in Dallas, we have this place called COSM, okay? COSM. I don't know where they have them anywhere else in the United States or in the world, wherever you're watching this. I don't know where else they have them. But look it up and see if there's one near you. This place is like, it's really like a movie theater, right? It's kind of like a movie theater. However, it's all around you. Like, it's a dome, right? So think of the dome in Vegas and like how immersive it is. It's all around you, and they have cameras in the stadium. So they have some in the skybox, on the field goal post, on the sidelines, in the back of the end zone, like, and they'll just change to these different camera angles that make you feel like you're at the fucking game. And they serve you food and serve you drinks and all these things. Now the experience is it can be a little expensive. It's probably about $99 for a good seat, but it's worth it. It's fucking worth it. Like, that experience was crazy. So to watch the Alabama and Georgia game there, top tier experience, okay? But let's talk about last week. The reason I want to bring this up is because I want to know, does the regular season even really matter in college football? So obviously we know this past weekend Vanderbilt and Alabama played in Nashville. Now, a couple things about me. So I am part owner of this company called Urban Trivia. We produce a card game and we produce a live touring game show. We happen to be in Nashville this past Saturday when Alabama played Vandy, right? Okay, so we're like, what's the point in even watching this game? But, every place that we go in Nashville has this game on. And so when we get to the venue, we like, oh shit, like, Vandy is winning. And so it's like, okay, sure. Like, at some point, Milrow is gonna figure out, like, what, how he can come back. And oh my God, Williams, the 17-year-old joint, like, bro, that young man is the fucking truth. But anyway, we're like, Alabama's gonna figure it out. Alabama's gonna figure it out. But their defense kept folding, and Vandy kept scoring. Like, they got that fumble. It was nuts. And so obviously Vandy wins, right? Now, the reason we bring this up is because Vandy wins, and that drops Alabama down from number 1 to number 7. Okay. So losing to unranked Vandy drops you to 7. So the top 10 goes like this: Texas, Ohio State, Oregon at 3, Penn State at 4, Georgia at 5, Miami at 6, Alabama at 7, Tennessee 8, Ole Miss 9, and Clemson 10. Okay, Clemson then snuck their way up after their loss to Georgia. But So I say that to say it was crazy witnessing the aftermath of Vandy beating Alabama. So like I told you, we're performing at the Sky Deck. If you've ever been to Nashville, it's a huge food hall and it has a concert venue on the top, on the rooftop, right? So all we hear is we hear like all this commotion, all this screaming, like it's going crazy outside. So we go outside and look, they are carrying the fucking goalposts down Broadway. It was nuts to be able to be there and witness that. Like I've never seen anything like that in life, right? Like the Rangers won the World Series last year, and I was in the middle of all of that. We went to Texas Live to go watch it. It like even that wasn't as crazy as Vanderbilt beating Alabama. It was fucking nuts. I'm gonna put the video in here just so y'all can see exactly what was going on. It was fucking crazy. But this week, we have a lot of good games. A lot of good games. But one in particular that we have is the new SEC the new SEC members face off for the first time. I mean, we've been doing this for, damn near 100 years probably. But the first time in the SEC, we got Texas versus OU. OU did lose to Tennessee, right? They lost 25-15 to Tennessee, but that's not Tennessee ain't no chumps, right? Tennessee ranked number 8. OU is ranked number 18. OU is always going to play us hard. I don't give a damn if they unranked or they the number 1 team in the nation. They're going to play Texas hard. I do expect Texas to come out with the win. I am going to be interested to see who starts at quarterback. Now, if, y'all know a little bit more about me, if y'all know a little bit more than I do, feel free to drop it in the comments that that, Ewers is going to start or Manning is going to start. I'm not sure though. I didn't look, to be honest with you, but it will be interesting to see, if Manning starts this week. I'm excited. I'm excited about Texas, man. We look like that team. We look like that fucking team. Defense is flying around. You got Isaiah Bond. You got Quintravion. I forget his last name. 26 running back. You got Jaden Blue out there toting that thing, man. Like, so you got that two-headed monster with the on the running back front, and then shit, you got Quint Ewers. The O-line is holding up, protecting them. You got Manning out there. I don't know. I don't know which one. I don't know. If I'm being honest, like, we've only seen Manning against UTSA, and I forgot the other team when he came in for Ewers on, but yeah, like, we haven't seen him against that primetime competition. So, if he does get that start this week, that will be very interesting to see. Staying with college football, I want to talk about Colorado. Everybody, and I get it, last year, there was all the hype around Colorado and Coach Prime. Listen, you're never going to get me to say anything bad about him. Okay? Never going to get me to say anything bad about him. Dion has been my favorite player since I was a child, right? Literally since I seen him hit the high step and his little, his little end zone dance. And I think that was in the, I want to say it was 94 in that NFC championship against the Cowboys, and where they beat the Cowboys. I think it was 94, if I'm not mistaken, because I think the Cowboys came back and won 95. But anyway, either way, um, but I remember that, and I remember going to daycare the next day, trying my best to hit that damn end zone dance, and he's been my favorite player ever since. So I I love Coach Prime as a player, as a coach. I will watch him do anything. He can just be talking. I love Dion. So not gonna get me to say anything bad about him now. But I said that to say he has to be a candidate for coach of the year so far. So far, he has to be a candidate for coach of the year. They had a bye week last week, but the week before they played UCF, they were 3 touchdown underdogs. Like, they were supposed to get beat by 3 touchdowns, and they go up there and beat them by 3 touchdowns. I think it was like 40, 42, 20 something. Don't quote me on that, but look it up yourself. But it was a lot to a little, okay? And they was not supposed to win that game. And he has them boys playing, because I'm gonna be honest with you. The whole the first couple games, I'm like, yo, this defense is getting ran through. This O line does not like. I seen something on the internet where they said Dion needs to find some guys that listen to Luke Combs for the O line, and stop and not and less ones that listen to Boss Man D'Lo. And I couldn't agree more, because hey man, listen, I, hey man, I'm sorry, some positions, you understand what I'm saying, okay? You understand what I'm saying. I need me a big 6'7", big burly white boy. All right, I need him to protect my quarterback. Okay, I need that. Now my D line, I want them dogs. My D line, I want them dogs. But my O line, hey man, I I need that. I need me a Connor McGovern. I need me a Zach Martin. That's what I need for my O line. All right, So I'm gonna just say that. However, he has them boys playing well. We'll see what they do for the rest of the season, but I think they're sitting at 4-1 right now. Um, I I I think they're only supposed to lose to maybe A&M or something like that. I think they play A&M, or they play somebody that's ranked later on in the season. And that's the only team that they're not favored in. But you'll see that some of this, you just gonna have to do your own research, okay? Like, I don't work for ESPN. I work for my damn self. But yeah, but I do know that they're supposed to be favored in every other game except for one. But one thing that I do want to talk about is Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter should win the Heisman Trophy, barring obviously injury or anything like that. He should win the Heisman. Now, I do have concerns though. So this isn't criticism, but I have concerns, because how long can he play both sides of the ball? Okay. He got his ankle rolled up on in that UCF game, and it was like garbage time. Get him out of there. Get him out of there, right? Like, we see too often, and I get it, sometimes, like, when you're trying to be careful, that's when people get hurt. I get it. But it's like, man, I just would hate for something to happen, you know, on something that he didn't have to necessarily be out there. Like, and I get it, he wants to play, he got that dog in him, he wants to play, but I just feel like his usage is just like, ooh, it's a little high. And I get it that they are managing his practice time. So I think he has like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off or something like that. But I get that, but man, like I just would hate to see something happen to him. And then I'm wondering which position he's gonna go with. Is he gonna do this in the pros too? I know he's highly capable of it. And that's his contract should be crazy when he's able to get out of that rookie deal, man. So I'm excited. I think he could be the first, not the first, but the next $100 million man, at the cornerback position for sure. I do think that he plays corner a little better than he plays receiver. But I'm hey Trav, listen, you got a fan in me, bro. I'm here to support you. Till the wheels fall off. I just that's my only concern is just I wonder if it's too much on him. He's a young man. He got a lot of energy though. So I just pray that he stays healthy. And pray that he stays consistent. And we'll see where the season takes them. All right. Let's switch back over to the NFL. As I told you, I am a Cowboys fan through and through. So that means that I'm in the NFC East, right? We talked earlier about Derrick Henry and his, I can't even say resurgence, like him picking back up where he left off, right? But there's one person who I've gotten a lot of flack for my critique of him, and that's Saquon Barkley. Obviously, Saquon came from the Giants. I see them twice a year, and he goes to Philly, and I see them twice a year, right? The biggest thing for me has always been, obviously, like when Zeke was in his prime, who's the better back? Zeke or Saquon? Who would you rather have on your team, Zeke or Saquon? And I've said Zeke from day one. Now, I told you Zeke is my favorite player. However, I am objective, right? I can be objective. I'm not, just because that's my guy, I'm gonna ride with him. That's not it. I can look at two things and say which one is better or not, right? Now, my thing is Saquon always bothered me because he got 1 yard, 2 yards, 7 yards, 6 yards, 5 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, -3 yards, 2 yards, 1 yard, 67 yards, and then it looks like 15 carries for 115 yards and one touchdown. And they like, oh my God, look at Saquon. And I'm like, bruh, if it wasn't for that 67-yard touchdown, his ass would be 15 yards for 40 yards. 15 carries for 40 yards and no touchdowns. And he would have those games, right? So it just, always was one of those things for me. But I have to take my hat off to him with what he's doing with the Eagles. He is out there balling. And he actually looks better than he did at the Giants. I don't know if that's because they have a better line or I don't know what it is. Maybe he has something to prove, but like he is out there balling. So I do want to give kudos to Saquon. Now somebody else in the NFC East that I'm be completely honest with you, I don't want to see. Jaden fucking Daniels. He is a man. He is a man. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I watch college football, but I didn't really watch it that much as I did last year. As I do this year, last year. So I wasn't really familiar with Jaden Daniels, if I'm being honest, right? And to see him go out there and ball the way that he's doing, it's amazing to see, right? I don't want to play him. I don't. I don't. Because he is out there throwing dots. He's making grown man throws. He's hanging in that pocket, taking that hit, delivering the ball accurate and on time. Terry McLaurin looking like he looking like the best goddamn receiver in the league. Like, because Jaden Daniels is out there getting it to him. So all I'm gonna say is I don't want to see him. I don't. I haven't been able to say I don't want to see the Commanders in I don't know how long. But them boys look like the truth. They look like the truth. Now, I am going to say this is kind of a little hybrid because I told you I didn't really watch college football last year. That video game has absolutely changed the way that I watch college football this year. I actually know the players. Last year, I would have known who the fuck Judkins was or Edwards was for Michigan or Orgy for Michigan. I wouldn't have known who Jackson Dart is. I wouldn't have known who Cam Ward is or Isaiah Bond. I wouldn't have known these players. I really wouldn't. But because I play them boys in the game, that it's just a huge marketing tool, and it has 100% worked on me. I care way more about college football this year than I do the NFL. And I don't know if it's because I'm a little down on the Cowboys this year. I truly am. I'm down on the Cowboys this year. It honestly upset me just the way that Jerry handled the contract situations. Don't tell me you're all in and you wait till the last minute to sign CD. You wait till the last minute to sign Dak. That does not tell me you're all in. You don't go get a running back. You don't make any moves in free agency. That does not tell me you're all in. So your actions not lining up with your words. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. And obviously, yeah, they go out there and win a couple games, and so now you kind of back on the train. But I'm not tripping. We sitting at 3-2, but it's just like, my goodness, like, they don't tell me you all in. Don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. I don't like that shit. But it just the whole college football landscape is just way more exciting to me this year. I don't know why. Speaking of the Cowboys, like, are we the worst team in the division? Like, and it saddens me to actually say that and think about that, but like, I don't think we're the last team in the division. If I'm being honest, I think it's the Giants, right? The Giants look like a dumpster fire. But I'll tell you who number one is. Them motherfucking Washington Commanders. That's the team to beat. Okay, that's the team. I don't want to see them, and I gotta play them twice. That might be 2 L's. That might be 2 L's, bro. That might be 2 L's. Austin Eckler out there toting that thing. Scary Terry out there looking scary. Like, Jaden Daniels out there balling. We just finished talking about him. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Now, this actually hurts me to say this, man. Because the Eagles are obviously the number 2 team in the division, and nothing pains me more than to say that the fucking Eagles are looking better than the Cowboys. Now, let me say this. Let's just draw the line in the sand. I hate the Eagles. I hate them motherfuckers. Hate them. I'm going to tell you to the point, to the degree that I hate these motherfuckers. Them throwback, if you know me, I love jerseys. So that throwback Richie Cunningham, that bitch clean as a motherfucker. And that green, that Kelly green is one of my favorite colors. And that sitting next to that eggshell, they got the jacket already on pro standard. That bitch so clean, but guess what? Guess who won't be buying it? Cause I hate them motherfuckers. I could wear a Giants jersey. I could wear a Commanders jersey. I wouldn't because I'd look stupid with something saying the fucking Commanders on me. But I could do it, right? I could do it. If they change the name of the team, shit sounds stupid to me. But like I could do it. I could see myself getting a Jaden Daniels jersey sometime in the future. I don't give a fuck who play for the Eagles. They're not getting my money. They not getting my fucking money. And I'm going to tell you why I hate these motherfuckers. 1999, 98, somewhere up in there. I don't know quite where it was, but it was somewhere up in there. 98, 99. I don't think it was 2000 because Rocket Ishmael was our main receiver back then, 2000. Michael Irvin. We're playing the fucking Eagles. He gets hit high, neck injury, laying flat on the fucking 50-yard line, it seemed like, right on the fucking Eagle. And the fans are cheering. He's stiff, not moving. We don't know if he alive or dead. We don't know if he paralyzed. We don't fucking know. And these motherfuckers are up there cheering. And from that day forth, I had to be all of 11, like 10, 11, something like that. It was fuck them motherfuckers from the start. Like, from day one after that, fuck the Eagles. So, you're going to see me troll Gilly. You're going to see me troll Wallow. You're going to see me troll Stephen A. And anybody else that support these motherfuckers. Richie Fontaine. Fuck you niggas too. Fucking Desi. Fuck y'all. Corey. Fuck y'all. Like, I can't stand them motherfuckers for that fucking reason right there, man. But yeah, Cowboys gotta be number 3 in the division. Do I think we'll beat the Eagles this year? Yup. I think we'll probably beat them niggas twice because Jalen Hurts. And listen, now with my hatred for the Eagles, I can still be objective about them. Okay, so just understand that I'm not gonna be biased, but just understand that I hate them motherfuckers, right? But game recognized game. So, Jalen Hurts. You got to get it together, baby boy. You got to get it together, baby boy. Because you out there fucking up. Don't tell me that you would rather. I had an Eagles fan come to me on Sunday. I won't say your name, brother. But I had an Eagles fan come to me on Sunday and say, I would rather have Dak than Jalen Hurts. And I said, you know what? I bet you would. I bet you fucking would. You can say what you want about Dak. Dak is a top 10, top 7, top 5 on some days quarterback in this league. And there's a million people who would have rather have him. And that's the reason he got paid $250 some odd million or 60, whatever it was, $200+ million. Because there are other teams who would love to have him. Before this year, the Saints would love to have him. It's probably only the Bills, the Ravens, the Chiefs, those them might be the three teams. I'm looking crazy because I'm thinking them might be the only three teams that would not love to have him, because wouldn't imagine Dak Prescott in Miami. Imagine Dak Prescott with the Giants. Neighbors out there balling. Neighbors out there fucking balling. You know, imagine them on the Colts. Shit. I will say Houston, but CJ Stroud out there balling. CJ Stroud out there balling. I gotta give it to my nigga CJ. He is out there balling. Arizona. Like, there's so many teams that's a quarterback away, and they would love to have Dak Prescott. There's so many others. I literally just thought of this as I'm going. So I didn't pre-pro this. So, you know, I know that there's a lot of teams that I'm missing, but like there's a lot of teams that would love to have fucking Dak Prescott, bro. Like, we gonna stop playing with Dak like that. They had a comparison, blind comparison, quarterback A and quarterback B. They had quarterback A was Dak, right? But quarterback B was blind, right? You didn't know who it was. They just put their stats next to each other. And they were identical. They were fucking identical. And guess who that player B was? Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes. During the regular season, Dak plays as good as Patrick Mahomes. Period. Now, the separation is in the playoffs. That's where it counts. That is where it counts. But that's where the separation comes from. It's in the fucking playoffs. And that's not a one-man show, though. So a lot rides on that, right? So, you know, you still got to have your defense playing good. You still got to have your receivers playing well. You still got to have your O-line to protect you. You still got to have a good running game, and you still have to depend on your coaches to call a good game, right? So there's a lot of other different factors, but during the regular season, it don't get much better than Dak Prescott. I'm sorry. Last thing that I want to talk about this episode is Bron and Bronny. That's amazing to see, man. I don't care how you feel about Bron. If you think that Mike is better, I don't care. Marcus never made it to the league, okay? Marcus over there playing with his nose. You know what I'm talking about? Marcus said, man, hey, it's party time, man. At breakfast, fuck it. Let's get the day started, nigga. Marcus over there doing his motherfucking thing, okay? Enjoying being Michael's son and fucking the shit out of his daddy old teammate wife. So, it's super cool to see, right? Bronny and Bron playing together in that preseason game. That was a dope moment. But like I said, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for watching. We're gonna do this every week. We're gonna do it every week. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at The Brandon Rose Show, on YouTube, The Brandon Rose Show, on TikTok, The Brandon Rose Show. I also play the game. I play a lot of NCAA. I'm gonna get into Madden in a little bit, but I'm loving this college football 25 right now. So if you want to play me, my gamer tag is Gimme That, GIMMETHAT 214. I'm handing out L's all day long. So if you want to play, add me on there, and we'll see y'all next week. I care way more about college football this year than I do the NFL. And I don't know if it's because I'm a little down on the Cowboys this year. I truly am. I'm down on the Cowboys this year. It honestly upset me, just the way that Jerry handled the contract situations. Don't tell me you're all in and you wait till the last minute to sign CD. You wait till the last minute to sign Dak. That does not tell me you're all in. You don't go get a running back. You don't make any moves in free agency. That does not tell me you're all in. So your actions not lining up with your words. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. And obviously, yeah, they go out there and win a couple games, and so now you kind of back on the train. But I'm not tripping. We sitting at 3-2, but it's just like, my goodness, like, they don't tell me you all in. Don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. I don't like that shit. But it just the whole college football landscape is just way more exciting to me this year. I don't know why. Um are we, like, speaking of the Cowboys, are we where do we rank? Where do we rank in the NFC East? If I'm being honest, we probably the third best team in the NFC East. And that hurts me to say that. Cuz with all the talent that we have, we just not able to put the shit together. Like, the Giants look terrible. I'm sorry. The Giants look bad. They look bad. They look like they don't know what the fuck going on. They don't know they left from right, up from down. But I told you, I don't want to see the Commanders. They're the team in the NFC East. The Eagles always find a way. Now, Jalen Hurts, you out there fucking up, my boy. You out there fucking up, my boy. And I hate the fucking Eagles. Let's just get it understood. I hate the fucking Eagles. So yes, I'm gonna troll Gilly. Yes, I'm gonna troll Wallow. Yes, I'm gonna troll Stephen A. I hate the fucking Eagles. And you know why? For one reason only. In 19 whatever, I think it might have been 98, 99. We're playing the Eagles in Philadelphia. Michael Irvin gets hurt. Neck injury. We don't know. Like, he's laying there stiff. Stiff. He's not moving. We don't know what the fuck is going on. And the Philly fans are cheering. Like, going fucking nuts. And it pissed me off so fucking bad. And I had to be all of 10, 11 years old. It pissed me off. Damn. S. Oh, fucking. What's the name of it? It's called